If we really want to understand some of the basic questions in biology, we need to study not just the big organisms or their microbes, but the two working together. And part of the beauty of this idea is that it's not just restricted to very, very basic questions in biology, but can actually have huge applied potential as well.
I think now we have the opportunity to make one step ahead and frame scientific questions from a more holistic perspective.
We've had different pieces of this data generated over the years for different experiments, but nobody has looked at it as a whole.
And if we understand these interactions, then I believe we can improve health of not only us, but also the animals that we farm.
So our centre's based around the idea of hologenomics, which is the study of both big host organisms and their microbes together. Now, what is new about this? Well, we actually have studied how life works from the context of the big organisms for a long time, and separately from the context of the microbiomes on their own, but few people have tried to put the two together and looked at how the two work with each other to answer key questions in ecology and evolution.
Microbes are essential to so many aspects of our health. If we understand our relationship with the microbes, then we can hopefully use this knowledge to lower our use of traditional medicine, such as antibiotics.
10 years ago, we did not have the sequencing platforms we do have nowadays. We didn't have the computational power.
The problem was data generation was the bottleneck. Now our computing power is catching up with what we can do with this data.
So our hope in studying life this way is twofold. On the one hand, we just hope to give some new potential explanations to explain some of the key things that have happened in evolution and actually translate them to applied questions relating to, for example, improving animal health and growth, having stronger crops who are more resistant to pathogens, and possibly even for dealing with human health challenges. Although our centre is relatively new, we're rapidly growing, and this is because we're meeting people who want to try this new angle to it. Now, that's not to say that we're convinced we're right in our goals, but we certainly have the potential to see if there are alternate explanations for these big questions in biology and applied science.